Nekuda kwashi. Chii chinenge chinetsa? Ha? Kufuira chikoro zvinhu zvakadai so chii? Ingaona na brain vezera rako 1 izovatuma form 6. Iwe warwadza nekudzokorodza. Hazikurwadze. Udofo hwacho unobva wanyaya unotodza ani ndudze kuti vaneko madzire chaiwo waitamba nawo. Izvo zvaripi? Hati zvakusa kosi yake. Iko zvinowendana dzakatenga kamota kake. Iwe unongochita ine life yako. Ha?
But mom's try.
Usandipindure ukutraya kudii. Usandipindure zina basa apa.
So I know many of you have heard such words. In fact, a lot of you were raised by such words. And listen to me, I'm not really blaming our parents for such words. Mashoko akaita sekuti ukutadza kuti business ezikuitwa na ninga ninga akatoenda kunze kwenyika ninga akawana scholarship. And sometimes when they said such words, their hope and their intention was that they are going to motivate you and to challenge you and to encourage you, that by looking at what somebody else is doing, you would be pushed to do better for yourself. But in actual fact, though that was the intention, the effect was that it caused a lot of people to have a feeling of self-inadequacy, a lot of dissatisfaction, and even jealousy for what others were accomplishing. Nowadays, there are a lot of speakers who are encouraging us and always telling us, don't compare yourselves to strangers on the internet. Don't look at what people are doing on Instagram, what so-and-so is posting. And that is all essentially true. That is actually good advice. But the reason why advice here is because the advice is not really trying to deal with the problem at its root and at its source. Nekuti ukazocherechedza kuti izvi zvekuzodongerera zviri kuitwa nemunhu hazvina kuzo Instagram yazo yanhasi asi kahuni kako kakagara karimo ende dzimwe nguva kakadyarwa kubva tichiri vana vadiki tichiri kutokura. Just look at even the education system. Sometimes maybe you have worked really hard that term. Urunyazonzwa kuti wakumana content ndagona panapa ndaita 88 shona ndaita 90 maths ndaita 100 ndadai. But maybe you have 20 points out of a possible 40, or you have 100 points out of a possible 150. And by that reason and by that measure, maybe you are number 10 out of a class in 140. Saka iwo wakufunga kuti but vamwe 9 vese vari kumusoro kwangu, they are doing better than I am doing, which may be technically true, but it's not really important to your personal success and to your personal journey. But nokuda kwekuti mashoko aunogara uchiudzwa, the voices in your head, they are always telling you that you are not doing well enough if you are not doing better than everyone who is around you, which is not true. Because all of us have a separate and a personal journey. We all have a personal race that we are running. Saka kune vanhu vekuti havagoni kugutsikana nezvavaita, havagoni kugutsikana nechaabata kana asina kungocheuka akaona kuti handakunda ningi. That's why sometimes we have a lot of jealousy. There are people that they will see that they cannot outcompete you or outdo you, so they will try to destroy you. They will try to have the tallest building in town by burning down every other building, not by building the tallest. Saka mashoko iwaya atakaramba tichiudzwa kunzi kwatadza here zviri kuitwa naningi, watadzwa here matiri akasika kachirungu kanozotaura kunzi comparison is the thief of joy. Some people are never appreciative of what they have accomplished because they can see that somebody has gone far ahead of them. So you will always have this problem if you are constantly and always looking at the wrong thing for your affirmation and for confirmation if what you are doing is right. So as a result of such words, kuramba uchinzwa mashoko akadaro kunokonzera kuti kunyangwe pauri kufunga kuti uri kugona, pane rimwe izwi rinongoya musoro mako roti asati zvakwana usati wagona. So that's why we have a lot of people always trying to prove a point unnecessarily. That's why we have a lot of people going broke, trying to please people that they don't even know, trying to act rich before people. Mazano kutorine wangu anogona kutopinda mutauni nemapijama kuti nyika izvizive kuti ndaakugonawo kutenga mapijama nekuti pamwe wakakura uchingoshorwa uchingotarisirwa pasi nekuti wakangokura uchingofunga kuti ndino vanhu vanondoona semunhu wekupedzisira zvekuti paunozobata zvishoma zvawabata kana zvishoma zvawagona shungu dzako ndedzekuti dai vanhu vese vaziva, which is actually a sign of low self-esteem. And it's coming sometimes from those voices, and it's coming sometimes from those words. So I'm not saying this to bash those who raised us. I'm not saying this to attack those who may have used certain words in an aim to try to motivate us and to push us. But I'm saying this so that you realize where the problem started, because that's how you can fix it. saka kana wanzwisisa kuti aiwa dzimwe nguva kuzvitarisira pasi kwandinoita dzimwe nguva mukundu wandinoda kungoita nevanhu nepamwe pasiri kuda competition ndinongooneka kuti sei ndakuita kunge ndinoda kuita number one. You know, you have, some of you actually have friends that are silently competing against you. Don't even blame them. Don't look at them weird. Chii chinomunetsa chirongoitika ndichocho chekuti iye akanzwisa kumupenyu hwake kuti inini handisi kugona kana ndisiri kukunda munhu, saka chake ndichokutaura kuti mumwe ari kuitei ndoda kumukunda, uya aenda nedirection ipi, kana aita zviri 1 ndotoita zviri 5. But this is how you fix it. You fix it by realizing that your self-worth is not built on how better you are doing compared to another person. Your self-worth is built by realizing and having a revelation of the understanding that you are made in the image of God, that you are precious, that you are powerful, that you are beautiful in your own right and in your own accord, that you were made after God's image and you were made for a specific and a unique purpose. And when you realize that the purpose and the calling for your life is unique and nobody can dance the way you dance, nobody can say your message the way you say it, and nobody can achieve that which we're specifically sent out to achieve, the moment you realize and understand that is the moment that you will let go of the competitiveness. You will let go of all that bitterness and that jealousy. You will clap for others when they are winning because you will not feel like they are stealing anything from you. They always feel like that was my spot, because what they were taught and the teaching that was imprinted into their hearts and into their minds is that everything good happening in this life must happen to you and to you alone. If it happens for 2 or 3 other people, then it's not good enough. But I want to liberate you from that thought. I want you to look inward and realize that when God made you, he was not comparing you to what he had made before or who he's going to make, who he's going to create next, but he made you individually, specifically for a unique purpose. Realize that and you will be empowered for the rest of your life. Kombodo Reinhardt.